So we are offering a prayer here today for the stolen lands and for the desecration of our ancestors that happened in this land because of colonization and because of the many things that happened here. But to let people know that we still survive. And so wherever we go, we offer in a good way for our ancestors to come here, not just our ancestors, the Ohlone people, but all the people that now live and work in our territory, that they come here and they protect us and they watch over us. So in that way, I'm going to offer a prayer. Grandfathers and grandmothers, we thank you for this day and for this rain. We thank you for allowing us to be on our territory in all ways. We ask that you watch over us and take care of us as we do this walk. We ask for people's hearts and minds and ears to be open to the work that's happening. We ask that we remember that we are supposed to take care of each other, that we are not separate human beings, but that we are a human being race, that we do not turn our eyes against folks that are poor and homeless on the streets, but that we lift up each other and offer each other a hand in order to survive in this world together. We ask that you take care of us that are doing this work all over the world, that the warriors are protected. We ask for a continuous protection of the waters that we all need in order to survive. We ask protection of this land, the land of the Ohlone people where we stand, and all indigenous land that has been stolen and taken. We ask for some of this land to be given back to folks that need to have it to house their families and their tribes. We ask for people to take care of one another in good ways, that there's enough food and enough of everything so in order for us to survive. We say for prayers for our ancestors that are passing over through the Western Gate that have died, and those that they have left here, that their hearts are feeling better. We ask for protection for our little ones that are coming here, that we as good human beings take care of them and create a better world for them. We ask for protection for our elders that are sick and dying, that everything that they need is taken care of. We ask for protection for our brothers and sisters, the four-winged, the winged, and all of those that are in the sea and the oceans and the lakes. We ask for all of these things right now, and protection for all things that are good. We ask for anything that is in our hearts right now that is not said, all of those unsaid prayers to be answered as well. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, Mateo.
Next, we're going to go into another form of prayer. So in this, we ask the ancestors and all of the ones that came before us to come and be with us. We're going to ask the ones that came from the north. We're asking the ones that have survived and did not survive the transatlantic slave trade, for the ones that were lost and then were found because of the diaspora. So we're going to ask the ones from the north to come be with us. We're going to ask all of our ancestors from the south to be with us. We're going to ask all of our ancestors from the west to be with us. We're going to ask all our ancestors from the east to be with us. And with that, we're going to ask that all of us take in the love and all of that we have, the struggle, to ask our ancestors to fortify us for the rest of our time. And with that, we're going to ask that any ancestors that anybody want to bring forth, we can bring forth. Mama D.
Crazy yours, Uncle Al. Sitting Bull.
I'm going to do the last three Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And next, what we're gonna have a prayer from the Danza Azteca.
If you're joining us now, we are on the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour. Thank you for joining us. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment them in the section below. And remember, folks, to like and subscribe to our channel.
This is the direction of the west. In the west, for us, it's also cheaper. norte. And Chipetoto is also the direction of the women. So we salute all the women warriors. We salute our auntie, Corina Go, all the women, our mamas, our aunties who think of their carrying us in their womb. We're here. We salute the women warrior. Oh, Mateo.
Oh.
Very important is Huitzilopochtli, and the energy of Huitzilopochtli also speaks of the young ones, of the children, of the innocence of the children, and again thanking these young warriors who came and stood with us again to make sure we pass down this knowledge, to make sure that our cultures, that our people remain alive. Oh, Mateo. Oh, Mateo. So again, without the sun, a lot of the vegetation, a lot of the food that we intake would not be with us, right? So we thank Father, Son, oh Mateo. Oh Mateo! We stay here, saluting Tonantzintli Coatlicue, which is the spirit and also the energy of Mother Earth. And again, we also thank Mother Earth for everything that gives us. And again, without specifying if you're what class, what color, what race you belong to, she gives nature, she gives vegetation, she gives the food that we intake, that we eat. But we also ask forgiveness for Mother Earth, for the pollution, for the mistreatment of Mother Earth. And we take also all the energy, all the mamas around the world. Oh, Mateo. Oh, Mateo.
Oh. Again, if you're joining us, thank you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and comment it in the section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us.
Generations before even colonization was here, this is the way that we pray. And again, so I'm going to ask one of our warriors who's going to offer a danza, and then we'll close it down and we'll pass it down to whoever's next.
you're joining us. This is the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour from Poor Magazine at Google headquarters.
So, again,
I know you loving it.
Thank you for in the goal.
Thank you for joining us. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels.
Welcome everybody to the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour. We're folks from Poor Magazine, poor people, indigenous people led. And again, just recognizes that before colonization, before these buildings came up in here, there was native people, and so we're calling that energy. And we also a straight out call the displacements of our communities through the techies, through the technological, through the internet. And so again, for us, no matter how much you erased us, how much you displaced us, how much you gentrify us, that we're still here and will remain here. And again, passing out the knowledge and passing the true history down to our little ones, so once we're gone, they could carry that torch of keeping us here alive. And so next up again, as you see, we're a multi-ethnicity folks of color. Yes, like my sister say, the revolution will not be melting in a pot. So we will celebrate, no matter which walk of life. It could be African, it could be Mexica, it could be Coloni. All of us, at the end of the day, we're indigenous to one part of the land.
Oh. Don't forget to speak into the mic.
Okay, we the unhoused, displaced, privatized, enslaved, bordered, and criminalized. Working or underemployed or unemployed poor, disabled and colonized, traumatized, and profit off of peoples present you with a proposal to redistribute, reparate, and or begin a dialogue of healing from the disease of wealth and resource hoarding, generational or inherited land stealing, displacing or academic or cultural theft or desecrating.
Thank you for that comment, Diallo. Needed to be seen. Needed to be heard.
So again, we're here to have a proposal for Google. This is part of the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour. And literally thousands of people right here in this Mwekma territory, it's called the South Bay, are no longer actually even able to live here. And so we know that Google is conscious, and this is the first stop in our Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour. We're going to go to Mountain View and in East Palo Alto, and we're not protesting. We're not protesting, I repeat. We are sharing the concept of redistribution. So those of you who might have more than one home could redistribute your inherited wealth, your trust funds, to folks who have no home. To folks like Iris Canada, who were evicted from her home, a 100-year-old black elder. To folks like Ron Lickers, a native man evicted from his home in San Francisco. To folks like my friend Allie, who's no longer even able to live in San Jose because she can't pay the rent, and she's just been given an eviction notice. So this is with love. We're not asking, again, this is not a protest. This is a sharing of medicine, the medicine of redistribution, and what we call community reparations. So we're asking, again, for those of you here who might have more than you need, more than one house. Who needs 3 condominiums, right, when people have none? So we have a proposal. It's a release or transfer sale of ownership of your second, third, fourth, or vacation home or land, aka Mama Earth. The buying and selling of Mama Earth is the first problem. And for those of us poor people, we've already created, and we are creating, a landless people's movement in Deep East Huichin, Ohlone Land, Oakland. So this is not just a dream. So we're asking you to support that and to support others, like Manna from Heaven, who's a black elder-led breakfast program, with the release or transfer of stocks or bonds or CDs or other bankster capitalist enterprises, hoarded resources for First Nations and unhoused folks. To begin a dialogue about revolutionary redistribution, community reparations, and decolonization.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We have a people school this weekend. If you need help with that, it's in Deep East Oakland, and you're all welcome to come, where we actually deeply unpack the ways in which so many of us get caught in this disease of wealth hoarding. because it is a disease. And so again, this is not a movement of hate, this is a movement of love. And so again, if you want to talk to us, we have more material.
Thank you,
I'd
Sue,
like
for
to
joining
call
us.
up Leroy Moore and Bilal just to say a few words about reparations. Maybe first Bilal to say a few words about, or Leroy, you coming? Okay. Say a few words about the impact of these systems on disabled folks who are unhoused.
Yeah, I'm a disabled activist, been a disabled activist since the 80s. I want to say that, people with disabilities are the poorest people on earth, from here to Africa. You know, we just had the UN come in here and speak about poverty, and you know they did this this big report without the people. The people live poverty. They live poverty because all these tech industries come and push out disabled people that are 100 years old. Can you imagine putting out your grandma or your granddad because he has a tech job? Just think about it. It could be you. All these nursing homes are closing down. Nursing homes are kicking out old people because of tech people want more land. Think about it. It could be your mother. It could be your granddad. Think about that.
Oh.
Bilal, did you want to speak? Where are you at? Or, okay, wait. Maybe we'll hear our brother from Serve the People is already down here doing the work.
Thank you, those, for joining us today.
I'm with Serve the People San Jose,
really appreciate
and
it.
I'm here, first of all, to support all the work that the folks from Poor Magazine are doing today, to encourage folks to think about the wealth and the resources that they have. Because the situation here, where I live in San Jose, across the Bay Area, is that today, people are living and dying in the streets. Today. It's not academic. If you don't see them, well, you see what guys live in nicer neighborhoods than I do. But, yeah, it's real. It's a real material thing that's happening to your brothers and sisters, that's happening in your neighborhoods, in the communities in which so many of us are guests. And I think people should take a real serious look at the resources that people have been inherited, that people should think about where those resources originally came from, who made them, who took them, who has them today, and whose ancestors had them stolen and are still suffering the consequences today in 2018. And I think it's about control of resources. I think it's control of land as well, land and place and space. Because in San Jose, the city government owns 160 acres of public land in the middle of one of the worst housing crises this country's ever seen, with the third highest number of unhoused people sleeping without shelter on the street of any city in the country. And we also have one of the richest populations of any city in the country. So with this going on, what is the city going to do with those 160 acres of land?
If you have any questions, comments, concerns,
are they going to build affordable
comment
housing?
them in the section below, and don't forget
are they going to have a space
like
for
and
folks who are
subscribe
sleeping
to our
without
channel.
shelter?
This is the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour
Are they
at
doing
Google
something
headquarters.
to benefit our youth and the
PNN,
elders in our community?
KEXU.
No, they voted to enter into exclusive
96.1.
negotiations
Thank you for joining us
with
again.
this fine company to sell the land, to build a campus even larger than the one we're standing on now, to bring in 20,000 tech employees to work at that campus, to do something that will decimate the poor and working class communities in our city. And we will stop it. As Serve the People of San Jose, we're working to stop this development, to push the city to do something with this land that will benefit our communities, that will not destroy them. So until the time that happens, I would just strongly encourage all of the people we're sharing this space with today to seriously think about what you need and what the people in your community need.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Serve the People, again, right down here in your backyard. Please, even if you're not from here, you are here. Learn who's actually here. I'm going to ask the youth scholars from Decolonize Academy to say a little bit. This is one of the liberation movements that us poor peoples at Homefulness and Poor Magazine have actually done We're living this movement and we're living this liberation. Shout out to Mama Audrey, Taz Foundation. Shout out to Mama Tracy and all the beautiful work of Mama Lori, Mama Karina, all your teachers, Uncle Mute. Those are the teachers of the Liberation School. And you, Scholar Zaire, say a little bit.
Hello everybody. I'm Zaire, and I have a foundation called Taz Foundation. I also have a book.
Thank y'all for joining us today.
$20, and my books cost $20. And I want to say something about Google. The reason why we don't have anything is because you don't kick us down. So, just like when Tiny said when we were in the meeting, just because we're poor, we're not going to use the dollar on drugs. So,
Hey!
Hi, my name is Amir. I'm the editor of my brother's book, and I want to say something. If you have some money, just don't spend it on anything. Just kick down for the poor folks. And if you have some children, let them come to our school. We teach the real deal, and we teach real history.
Hey!
So when my brothers were talking about kicking down some money, we call that reparations for all the damage that your ancestors have done to ours, all the colonization and the genocide that has happened over the past 500 years. And so this is reparations. This is only a small bit of the thing that you guys can do to help us out, because we're in this situation because of what went on between our ancestors, and we just want to make that right, and we want to make that right for everybody, not just us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's why we're trying to have homefulnesses all over the place. We're working on a homefulness in Philadelphia, New York. We have Farms Martial Arts, community-led karate school. We have Manna from Heaven, an elder breakfast program. It's not just homefulness. It's not just homefulness in Deep East Oakland. There's so many different places that we're trying to spread our information and our history toward, and so I just want to urge you guys to give back reparations for what went on, and just feel right about it, you know?
Oh! Come on, little brother, let's go.
Hello, how y'all doing today? We are here for reparations for the poor indigenous people. This landless movement that I am a part of is giving me every bit of love and respect that I could ever ask for, more than any police could, more than any institutionalized school could, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to let y'all know that we come here with peace and love, and not just to yell out some random malarkey. I just want to make that clear to y'all. Thank you.
All right, so the Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour is going to continue. Next spot, we're going to downtown Mountain View, I think. And then from there to Palo Alto. Again, check us out, poormagazine.org, if you want to come to People School and, again, work on your own decolonization and what we call degentrification. This was wrapped in love today, and y'all are responsible. This society teaches you all it's important is if I got minds. That's a lie. We are connected. We are connected because we are human. So let's learn back the concept of interdependence and stop reacting to something that we call the cult of independence, because it's a sickness and we all need that healing. Thank you, everybody.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Stolen Land Hoarded Resources Tour will be continuing shortly. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having us. Thank you for your comments and your likes and everything else. We love you, folks. Stay tuned, because there will be more. This is PNN, KEXU, Matona G, speaking on behalf of Poor Magazine. Hey, hey, hey! Damn, I thought they said